Right, good morning, Peter.
Morning, Andrew. Well, we're at Silverdale today, and the car are parked where it says CP here, opposite the parish church. So we're just going to go down a path just down here and get through to the road, and then we're going to go round the back of the houses, a route we've gone many times before when we're walking up to Eveswood, and we're going to go on the side of Eveswood over towards Arnside Tower, around the back of the Hallgates Caravan Park, and then when we get to Arnside Tower we just go up to the road, and I'm not sure what we're doing here, but the leader is not the map direction man today.
All right.
So, but I think
we look like we're doing a figure of 8 into Arnside,
we're going
aren't
up around the side of Arnside, not then up, down into Arnside, and we're going to the Albion, and we're going to have lunch there. When we come back along the shore to New Barnes Bay, go up the side of the knot again, and get onto the bridleway, and then we come down to Hollins Farm, and then down the track across to Hallgates Caravan Park, and then we're on the road for a while, and we come back down the path to the car park, and it says here that it's 6.15 miles with 1,020 feet of ascent.
Oh, that must be Arnside Knot. Well, on the beautiful North Bay on the North Lancashire coast yesterday and Monday, it was wall-to-wall blue sunshine, glorious weather. Today we've come into this walk because the one that we were going on at Low Bentham was going to be a lot more damp and a lot more muddier, so we're now onto this one here at Silverdale and Arnside, just waiting for one more for Roy. There's 11 of us. And well, no, sorry, I've just been told that Roy's not coming, so there's 10 of us. So I think soon we're ready to go, and we'll head off. Well, about 20 yards away from where we parked, and we're down a little path here, just cutting off a corner, I think, as we walk up out of Silverdale along this path. Heading on our merry way. Everybody's all togged up. I think there's only Peter with shorts on today, but he's got his extra long socks on so he can see what he can. I think we're all going to get a bit damp today. That's the weather forecast. It's rain, 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 rain and rain. No respite today. So I've come off the little track and turned off towards the Woodlands pub, and we're going starting striking uphill now towards we'll have to go over a little ridge, I would think, over towards the tower before we head over towards Arnside Knot. And as you can hear, there's plenty of socialising going on, so this little slope's not too bad. And now we're moving into Castlebank and Eveswood. This is our footpath, choice of where we're going. Eveswood is National Trust, you can see from that, and we're just skirting Eveswood. That's it all behind there. We're just going up the footpath here, across and around.
Bringing the Eden project itself into disrepute.
So we're walking alongside Eveswood. We've just crossed a little ridge and we're heading our way down towards the path, towards the tower. The weather's being reasonably kind to us. It's not too bad yet. Bernard's told us there is only 1% of this walk that is mud, and according to him then we've done it, but I don't think so. I'm sure there'll be more. So we've just come down the path there from Eveswood, which is the wood here. And we're coming now to Holgate's caravan site, and Holgate's is a very popular caravan site. This in summer would be packed. There's the old American diner there. Caravans everywhere, little yurts, just cars, caravans, caravanettes, everything. And as I say, in summer this will be packed. It'll no doubt be busy this weekend because it's Easter coming up. But swimming pool, cafe, bar, everything. This is Holgate's. So this is Arnside Tower. Here we finally come off on the path towards Arnside Tower. And over there is Arnside Knot, as I say. Still grey. There's a little bit of dampness, just spitting, but not a lot. But this, as I say, is the tower at Arnside. I suppose Desres needs attention. For a building project, I think is probably the best way of describing it. Arnside Tower, it is. As I say, Arnside, not over there. And then over there, if we were clear, you'll be able to see down to the bay. But it's the grey bay today. Just keep going. So we just had 11s, just by the side of the road that goes from Silverdale to Arnside. You can't even see the fort now.
Lovely weather, Andrew.
It's beautiful, Bernard. Thank you for bringing us this way through the 1% mud.
No job today.
And there's all sorts out. There's hats, there's caps, there's rucksack covers, there's brollies. Yeah, it's in now. Is this rain? I think it's in for the day. Let's just see if we can see it. You can just above the corner of the van there. No, it's focusing on the trees, I'm afraid. But just above the corner of the van there. No, can't find it. That's how close, that's how bad it is today for viewing. That's Arnside Tower. We can't see it. So we're going to carry on now, catch up with the group along the route. We're on the side now and we're skirting the southeastern side of Arnside Knot. This is a bit of layering on the hedges. Here's Bob now, Bob the expert, Bob the wall builder. He's going to tell us about how to hedge and trim a hedge. It should be lower, he said. It's damp. We're heading down now. We've come off the knot, running down the little road, takes us into the village, and we're going to see if the pub's open early. This is a high tide at Arnside. Look at it. Look, the water's down there. How high was this tide that came up here and brought that boat with it? I'll tell you.
My son was telling me there's a chip here.
Incredible.
Classy bench.
No bloke had it for years. I think what happened was
So in this edition of Location, this, with the one with the white bay in the centre of those houses, is Shay Peter Smith, who's there. He used to live there, did Peter, and he's responsible for, well, he tells us the modernisation and the upgrading of this house from when he first bought it, when it was, he thought, a shop, and falling apart in the ceilings, in the attic. This is Shay Smith of Arnside, with a lovely outlook through the bay over to the river, the estuary. But this was it, on Arnside Hill, number 7. It hasn't been painted since Peter sold it. So this is the lunchtime destination, the Albion, and over in the background there you can see the railway viaduct. Arnside over to Kent's Bank, and then the Furness Peninsula that takes you across on the Northern Railway. So this is where we're heading for lunch, I think. Whether they're open and serving, we don't know, but we'll find out soon. So here we are at the Albion, and there's no room at the house. We're all locked out, so tables outside. There's some already brought the butties and they're getting stuck in. And this is, now that's the way we're going to head after lunch. This is the estuary at Arnside. It's very grey. Normally you can see across there. You're just terrible today. Terrible. And this is the Albion, a little beach at the back there. Over there. And this is the Thwaites Albion. Very popular here summer. If it's sunny here, these tables are packed. So yeah, sitting on the Albion, and we're ordering food and drink. Just our pit stop for the day. So at that table, we'll probably be here for a bit because we're all ordering and they've only just stoked the fires up.
Right, and here's Andrew tucking into his all-day breakfast.
Nearly finished it.
He's nearly finished. I think he thought it was rather good. We're in here because it's been raining. Here's a chap consoling himself because of the bad weather. Where's the rest of them? Oh, there they are. The reprobates, all consoling themselves because of the bad weather. Isn't that correct, chaps? Yes. I'll nod your heads in appreciation of the handsome man filming you. Yes, yes. Quick one of our leader there he is, tucking in. Cheers, Bernard. Thanks for the walk.
So we've left the Albion, way back there. There it is. And we're coming along the promenade now. It's grim, it's grey, it's horrible. The tide's up, so we're having to change the way we're going to walk because we're not going to get right along the shore. So I think we're going along the shore part way and then up to the road and then over to the knot again and heading our way back to Silverdale. But it's, I mean, normally that's a fantastic view across the estuary here and over to the lakes, and it's grim today, as you can see. Even the trains aren't running. So we're now walking up. This is Arnside Knot at the top, and this is a bridleway that goes up there. We can cut off to go up to the top, which we won't do. And then we'll be heading to Silverdale Road. Bit of colour around here, brown and green, but everything else is just grey. Grey, grey, grey. So now we're on the bridleway, contouring round the knot. One intrepid fellow up there is striking out on his own. He's not one of our group. And then the waifs and strays are coming along now as we make our way along the bridleway to Silverdale Road, and then we'll cross that and head back to Silverdale. So this is the view of the estuary down at the bay. Not very good today. Still damp, still draining, but we're still intrepidly carrying on. Little calves here. Peter's having a word with them.
What's going on?
There's a lot more around here. This is Far Arnside. This Far Arnside farm. This is the southwesterly side of the knot now. There's the knot up in there, up in the clouds. Sorry, that's part of the, or it's the knots over here. That's how bad the visibility is today. That's Arnside Knot there, but we're on the southwesterly side of it, near to the road that goes down by the bay. 1%. 1% of the walk, he said. Look at it. Well, look at this. This is the terrain. The big Chief Wounded Knee has brought us over. as it was going to be easier. Look at it. 1% mud. I'm glad he doesn't do my tax returns. We love you, Bernard. So we've made our way across the non-muddy field and we're back now at Holgate's. Another side of it. We're on the south, on the westerly side of it here. You can see how big the site is. And there we go. All around here. Still fairly quiet. Fairly quiet for the time of the year. Holidays coming up. Won't be long now till it gets busy. Silverdale Cricket Club. I don't think there'll be any play today. It's probably a little damp. What a lovely little ground. Sorry about the wall in the way there, but it goes round there as well. A couple of benches over there. You can imagine this in summer, just looking out across the water, pint in hand, sun beating down. Wonderful. So we're now just coming back into the village of Silverdale, coming in from the coast, from the cove. And we're just walking along the little, the main road between, well, I say the main road, one of the roads between Silverdale and Arnside. Just coming into the village now, soon be back at the cars. Well, this is where we started. The church, and this little path out towards Arnside. We're coming back up it now. Last few metres. As we come back up to the church, it's still persisting it down, and we're coming back to the cars, having done a fair old walk. Next week we're out somewhere near Staveley. Let's just hope it's nice and there's some nice views, because it's been a good walk, but we've missed such a lot today. See you later, guys.